Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day. We need coffee today. Well, as you can see from the picture, I am working on my butterfly. And I about got this one little section right here accomplished. I'm just working with the color that I had out and then I'll get another color. This is 823. So what is everybody up to? Are you having a good Saturday, I hope? Oh my goodness, what a day. Haven't done a thing. Not yet. Yesterday, I got a few things done and did some running around, but nothing too terribly exciting. Like I said, I'm just taking this weekend to just sit and stitch and not do too much. Like I'll go do something and then I'll take a 10 or 15 minute break and yeah. Sometimes that extends to a half an hour because I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. But yeah, not too horrible of a day. But did y'all go do something fun yesterday? I hope. Because, yeah, I wasn't about the running around in town on all that crap. Yeah. And I had stuff to eat here at home, so yeah, not much. I know it's in a way it's kind of boring, but in a way it's kind of nice to just sit here and not think and just stitch. I worked a little bit more on the 12 Chinese ladies. I'm glad y'all liked that video that I did. I appreciate it. I almost got the koi out today, but you know, I thought y'all had been a little Chinese to pieces here between the Chinese ladies and the Peking lady, and so I thought we'd just work on this since I didn't get to work much on it yesterday. I just, oh, it's out. Yeah, that's kind of how we're stitching these days. If it's out, I'm working on it. I worked a little bit on Louisa Cullimore. I got it back in the hoop, and because I had to take it out for the video, what was that, a week and a half ago or so? And then I had to figure out where I was at and what I was doing. Yeah, it all just seemed like way too much for the day, you know. So it's still sitting there. But I was enjoying working on the Chinese ladies. Come on, thread. Somebody should devise a better way to separate threads. You know, they got the needle threader part down. I got to kind of let it hang so it's not so messy. But yeah, they should design something new for that. But really don't need your blue, I know. It's kind of unheard of that I'm working on something that doesn't have blue in it. Using my new needle threader. I really like it. It's nice and sturdy. I like my others too, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I might put that bigger one over by where I sit because it's easier to stay on the table. The other ones, these, whoops, if I can get a hold of it, so silver ones, they fall off the table all the time. There must be 30 of them underneath the couch for sure. This is a pretty color. What color was it? 600. It's not quite red. It's kind of a reddish pink, if you will. I don't know why this is so dark. I do have the light on it, so we'll tap it a little, just so it gets a little bit lighter. Sat there and watched Netflix. most of the day. Yeah, some days you just need a mental health day. Just to stitch and not really contemplate too much, except for what's right in front of you. No plans for the weekend. Like I said, I think my daughter's having enough problems just kind of recuperating from working for 2 days, so don't expect us to go anywhere. Yesterday was just absolutely stunning. It was like almost 70 degrees. I was in shorts most of the day until it got a little bit cooler. Towards the evening and everything. And you get these things called petite steaks, and they have this special cut at the grocery store. I'd never seen them until, I think it was sometime around Christmas or Thanksgiving, and yeah, so I it comes like in a 2-pack, and made those up, and had a nice big salad because I had some lettuce. I paid $1.79 for a head of lettuce at Walmart. I was pissed. So you can bet that we're making at least 3 salads out of that one. So I had leftover, tomato. So I had to get rid of it. And I had some of the peppers that I cut up for the soup that I had. So I wanted to get rid of those. And yeah, so I had that in a salad. So that was quite yummy. I try to have, not a steak necessarily, but at least some kind of meat, during the week. Sometimes I'll go through my, what do you call it? My TV dinner phase. Yeah, I'm about TV dinner and fake pizza out. So I had to have something. I thought that was one of those. It's a piece of tape. I thought it was one of my little threaders there underneath it. We're going to have to flip this puppy, because there's no more of this on that side. It's kind of hard to see. This is such a nice size. The X's, there's X's and then there's blue lines. We've had this discussion. Yeah. Irritating. So that's about all I really worked on. Nothing too exciting or difficult. And the number for today is number 5. So, yeah, I hope you're enjoying this little 5-day extravaganza. I'm enjoying making the videos for you and doing that. Whoop, dang near didn't pull it. So is anybody planning their summer vacations yet? I don't know how far in advance people do that. We're not going anywhere as far as I know. It would be lovely and nice, but not happening. Just, my daughter's trying to she's usually the driver. This is why I keep mentioning her, But I don't think we'll be going to Cheyenne this summer. I know my sister and her husband, I don't know if they're still going. They were planning on a cruise. I think she's supposed to be going with her sister-in-law, and they were going to go down to, I think the Caribbean. I'm not real sure. She does like to take cruises. They were supposed to go to Croatia, but they changed all that, so that wasn't in the cards. But her and her sister-in-law, they were going to go down to the Caribbean by themselves because their husbands couldn't get out of work and stuff. So, and of course, my nephew, he's far grown, so I mean, he's on his own. He doesn't need a babysitter or anything. I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch where. Oh, there's two right there. Like I said, once you get it up close to you, it's a little difficult to still see them. Slashes. I should have started with the X's, huh? Take the hard part first. Alright, we got through there. This is going to be so pretty when it's done. I just love all the colors, and this has been a joy to stitch. It's nice and small. I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do with it after. We'll just have to wait and see what my brain comes up with. But I'm starting to work some of the pinks into this. Whoa, sorry, my bad. My bad. You know I gotta hit it at least once. Come on. What am I doing? Oh my goodness. I was gonna take this threader over there for when I'm working on Louisa Cullimore and see how well it did threading the silky thread and using this. So I don't know. It's in there pretty good. I just don't hold out much hope for these wire things. I don't know how they ever used them back in the day. Because they don't well, they were probably better made, but, they just don't last for me. It'll be the first thing that breaks on that puppy. But that's okay. I'm trying. I have to see where it's at. But what I really like about this is that there's not too much stitching, shall we say, for each color. There's not a dominant color in this at all. I should have gone the other way. Dagnabbit. But it has had plenty of thread. Still trying to find the slash. So I mean, I have never run out of thread in this, which is nice. They kind of have lots of thread for everything. So that's good. He's over there snoring. You'd think she didn't sleep all night. Dog drives me nuts. Some days she just makes me tired. I took an hour and a half nap yesterday because that 3-hour nap did me in, and I couldn't sleep worth the damn the night before. The night before. Oh my gosh. I was just tired, so I just lay down. Now, I might have missed one or two there, but let me see. I have to hold it kind of sideways to see that. I don't think there's anything else in there. Happens all the time. I get to stitch in someplace else and go, dang it, I missed that one. So But we'll find them when we do the blue X. It's always the way. This won't be perfect by any means, but I just like the colors, and I'm enjoying stitching on it, so it's a win-win. I do love stitching with lots of colors. They just make you happy. But don't get me wrong, I love my Louisa Cullimore too, so where it's one color. I love that red. And it's kind of relaxing to go from this, to that and back, because you don't have to think or change colors, you just stitch. I can get a lot done. Amazing. If you don't have to change colors, it feels like it goes really, really fast. So I like to have two of them kind of on the go, because it gives you a change of pace. I cannot now. Y'all can do that, but maybe not, but not me. I cannot work on one project at a time. I have to have several things going at one time. I guess I get bored easy. I don't know. So it just depends what kind of mood I'm in. I just stitch on whatever, whenever. And in between there, I diamond paint. Gets me up and out of the chair at least. Because heaven knows I can sit there for 3 hours and just not move, Oh, come on. Silly Billy thread. There we go. I was pulling the wrong one. Such a pretty color. So I don't know how I ever functioned in the day, because, my mother was not about buying me 15 different projects to work on. So I had to work on one thing at a time. I don't know. Oh, crap. Can't see it. It's right there. But I do like these little ones. I think this one's a 30 by 30. So we'll see if I go out today or not. I kind of like to do the live outside since it was so nice, but I have no capabilities to do that. If I do the live on my phone, I can't see all the comments, so yeah, not happening. Silly girl. That sure is a pretty color. Makes some beautiful flowers. So I don't like that 6/6 red. It's got too much, it's kind of like, what is the word? I want to say fluorescent. Is that the word? Neon. It's like neon red. I don't care for it. you know, it has to have a whole lot to tone it down. So I usually go with 498, 321, and 221. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. Just here, there, and everywhere. Oh, it's like, where did my thread go? They're just kind of scattered without, so it usually only takes like one thread to, you know, get all the symbols of one color. I think there was maybe a couple that I had to get out 2 strands of, you know, the thread. But I didn't use it all the way through, so I don't know. But this is a nice size. I still haven't decided about the background. I may just leave it. I had to make sure I had the small line. Just leave it white. So we'll see. We'll see. This would be really pretty with some nice beads sewn onto it, wouldn't it? It just picked this thing up completely. But I haven't decided on that either. Oh, I had to make French knots for the first time in like forever on that 12 Chinese ladies. Oh my goodness, that was a feat. It's kind of like making crepes. After you've made about 50 of them, you finally get onto it. And then you're out of, not out of thread. I wasn't out of thread, but, you know, out dough when I'm making crepes because I can't ever get them to work right the first 20 that you make. So I've made crepes in probably 20 years. That's okay. We don't need to. Got past that phase too. They weren't as yummy as I thought they were. So, but we had to live through the whole experience at a crepe maker and the whole 9 yards. We used to go to this place called the Magic Pan in Denver, and to me it seemed like it was a chain store. It might not have been, but they sold everything from breakfast to dinner crepes to dessert to lunch crepes. That was, and they sold hot soup to go with those. Some of them, yeah, it was a really nice place. And they had a great big, you know what it reminded me of was one of those drums from like Jamaica, you know, the scooped out beaten drums, you know, that they make all that nice noise from. But they had it turned upside down, and that's what they made the crepes on. It was quite bizarre. But, you know, it was one of those show things. So, it's a nice little place, and it was just right there in the mall. And we lived like 2 blocks from the mall, at the most 2 blocks. So, my grandmother and I'd go there and have lunch every once in a while. Back to not being able to see them. They're there somewhere. And then I had to have my own crepe maker at home, and I swear Grandma and I, we were always the one instigating. So I got this before I got married. The first time, that is. We went through batch after batch because those suckers wouldn't turn out for nothing, and we finally got enough made, and we made crepe Suzettes, and we threw the match in, not threw the match in, but lit it, and went all the way practically to the, it would have gone all the way to the ceiling because we put the Grand Marnier in it. Yeah. But thank God there was like an oven hood, Yeah, it was great. The day Grandma and I almost burned down the kitchen. All right. Well, that's almost done. I think there's maybe three over there. See, I didn't even use a whole thread. There's only like 3 there. Maybe a couple up in there that I missed. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.